Tried institutions of the mind and soul. It only taught me what I should not know. Could be something as simple as this.
Good afternoon. This is Brother Wade coming to you on a sunny Saturday afternoon here in South Florida. I want to talk about a topic today that has gripped many people with fear. I've seen it. Fear of God's judgments. Preachers will get up and they'll read verses like Revelation 14:10, where it says, "The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb." Preachers would use this verse to defame the character of God by stating that God is going to judge the wicked here without mercy for the simple reason of his pleasure. Punitive judgment for the sake of just causing pain. How religion has defamed the character of God. Let's look at this verse for a second. Let's look at one word there that caught my attention. That's the word tormented. That comes from a Greek word 929, besanzizo, and it means to test by the touchstone, the purity of gold and silver. To test, tormented, to check the purity of something. Now let's relate that over to a judgment that's found in 1 Corinthians 3:12 through 15. Read the story. I'll paraphrase it. Here, saved people are standing before God, and God is judging their works of what type it is. And he's judging their works by fire, whether it be wood, hay, or stubble, or gold, silver, and precious stones. Kind of sounds familiar to the Revelations verse, right? Something being tested as purity. Verse 15 is very interesting here. Verse 15 of that chapter says, "If any man's work shall be burned, he shall suffer loss, but he himself shall be saved, yet so as by fire." In these two stories, we have fire. We have works being tested or tormented, as Revelation 14 says. But yet, it's for a purpose. They shall be saved, so as by fire. Let's look at another verse that's kind of related to the Revelations. That's Zephaniah 3:8 through 9. Listen, "Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation, even my fierce anger." Wow, powerful words here from the Lord. It's his determination to do that. Okay, it says, "For all shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy." Kind of sounds familiar with the Revelations, right? Nations gathered together, God's indignation being poured out due to his fierce anger. And it's God's determination to do that. But let's look at verse 9. "For then will I turn to the people a pure language, that they may all call upon the name of the Lord and serve him with one consent." Well, how joyous is that? Here we got a scene. God's gathering the nation. He's pouring out his anger, his fierce anger. For what reason? To give the people a pure language, that they may call upon the name of the Lord and serve him with one consent. Verse 8 of Zephaniah says it's his determination to do so. Isn't that wondrous? Now we're starting to form something here about God's judgments. Let's read another verse. Psalms 94:10. "He that chasteneth the heathen, shall he not correct? He that teacheth man knowledge, shall he not know?" Psalms 94:15. "But judgment shall return unto righteousness, and all the upright in heart shall follow it." Isaiah 26:9. "With my soul have I desired thee in the night, yea, with my spirit within me will I seek thee early. For when thy judgments are in the earth, the inhabitants of the world will learn righteousness." Listen, folks, God's judgments may be harsh, they may be severe, and they may be fearful. But what do? They produce righteousness. They correct. It's time for religion to stop defaming the character of God and understand that His judgments produce righteousness. And that is just a plain old simple truth. Until next time, this is Brother Wayne.
And the answer, well, who would have guessed? Could be something as simple as this. God knows how I could have missed something as simple as this.